This is a story about taking an unreasonable amount of psychedelics at a King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard concert. I really like psychedelic music a lot. I was really excited for this show. Wasn't super familiar with their music, but I knew it would be the right type of space to really blast off and just have a really good psychedelic experience. There's some preamble to this story that probably would make more sense, and maybe another day I will add some of that preamble to kind of fill in some of the more, I don't know, there was exciting moments early on, but if I describe the whole experience, it'll just take forever. So we're walking into the show, and as we're trying to go in, there's this art installation. To walk from the campground into the venue, you have to walk through I don't know, maybe a quarter mile of it's kind of a winding path. There's even a bridge across the river at one point. And before we get to this bridge, there's this art installation. It's like a big wall of old school TVs. Like the ones with the big backs. It's about 10 feet high, 10 feet wide. And I'm peeking at this point, and I remember walking up to this television set, and it appears like it's 3D rendered animation that is sitting on top of reality. It's so color saturated. The TV has all of these crazy wires and cables connecting all the TVs, and on the front of the screen, all I can see is this bright pink color. And I asked some of my friends later, and they said that the screen had a bunch of different things on it. I guess there were several screens, probably 15 to 20. And yeah, I didn't realize that. I only saw a bright pink color. So I get up to the screen, and I'm just I tell my girlfriend right there, I don't think I can go to the show tonight. I can't make it past this freaking wall of TVs. And I remember the color, the pink color, coming out, and it's in my eyes, and I would look other places, and I would see the pink color radiating off of them. And I would try to go up towards the TV, but I could see the river nearby, and I was so afraid of this technological nightmare that was all the TVs that I just kept navigating down towards the river. And then I would sit down by the river for a minute, and then I would tell my girlfriend, I was okay, I'm ready to go into the show now. And then we would start walking up, and I'd get back up towards where the TVs were, and it was just so overwhelming. On the TV sets were different images, and one of the images that kept replaying was these really graphic images with violence, and there was some sort of really extreme violence occurring. And there was this lady who was sitting in front of the TVs, and she was kind of a trollish looking person, but I think because I was tripping really hard, she probably looked extra weird. But I could see all these wires that were connected to her, and she was connecting into the TV set. And what it looked like to me is that the TV set was replaying this trauma, this weird sexual abuse trauma, and I was stuck in her reality with her watching the TV, and it was sucking the life out of her, and she was just twiddling her hand, but it was on the screens there was this really just nasty imagery playing, and I just didn't want to look at the screen, but I knew it was all that was happening and the only thing that I could focus on. And then in the TVs there was this mouse tail, and I remember seeing this little mouse skitter down behind into this underground layer that was behind the TV sets, and there was this mechanical world back there that was very steampunk, with a lot of heavy gears and wires, and the mouse was this little piece of nature that was running through all the gears and the wires. And I would follow the mouse, and then I would get stuck back in the screen room, and it would just be pink screens, and all I could see was the screens, and it was just so horrible. It just made me feel so like sick inside. Like there was really no escape from this like disgusting like replaying of trauma. And then I would chase the mouse tail back into the mechanical like gears that ran the thing, and then it would come back and I would be back in my body. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. There's not really much else to this story that I want to tell. I was really fortunate to have a girlfriend and a partner in this experience who was really present with me, and she did a really good job of really like helping me feel safe and consistently like putting me in a place where I could feel safer and potentially have a softer psychedelic experience. That's a lot of doing psychedelics, I think, is that you really need to have people around you who are willing to be patient with you and are capable of understanding. And like, I've had moments in my life where I was with people and either they just consumed the experience completely and didn't allow me to have my own experience, or they just couldn't sit with me. They said I was weird, or they said there was, you know, like that I should just chill out, and like that's not really what psychedelics are about. It's not always supposed to be just a chill experience. Sometimes it is supposed to be extremely challenging and make you feel really fucking weird. And if it wasn't like that, it wouldn't be an accurate representation of the human experience. The human experience is fucking weird. It sucks to be human sometimes. You are afraid. You're anxious. There's things about the human experience that are extremely uncomfortable. And psychedelics are the human experience, but magnified. They allow you to experience the world in a way that you wouldn't be capable of experiencing without them. They magnify and bring focus to certain elements, certain things. Trying to do it one-handed. Oh yeah, nice. That you probably wouldn't be able to come to those conclusions in your own waking normal consciousness. This is amazing. I was not expecting this to be up here. What an incredible geologic formation. The point of psychedelics is not necessarily to have a good time. It is something that you can ask for. Before your experience, you can pray. You can say, I ask that this experience is positive for me and that it's a good time. It's kind of how life is, though. You can ask, and sometimes it turns out to be amazing. But just like life, some of the most challenging experiences come about from some of the best experiences, most positive payoff come about from putting yourself in a position that's challenging. That looks like that's the wall they climb there. I'm not gonna do that one because if you fall, you're fucked. But up here, there's kind of interesting little, very unique geology here. Oh, is that a cave? Not really, maybe? So hard to tell with the lighting. Nah, it's just a shallow little outcropping. Amazing climbing wall. of handholds up here. Hard rock to climb, actually. It's all angled down. Yeah, all of the handholds are angled in a downward position. That must be why they climb over there, not over here as much. Oh man, I'm not a good enough climber for this. Doesn't look that hard, but there's just nothing to really grab onto. I want to get my hand right there, so okay. Go for sides. No, it's just there's not really any grip. Oh man. I really want to climb this, but woo, not happening. Some days I feel as if I'm gone. Some days I wish you'd prove me wrong. Your heart is open, my heart is shy. You know this world, it doesn't have nothing. You cannot feel me, you cannot run and hide. Your soul, it is mine.